Hello, hi friends, hi, how are you? Welcome. If you're new here, welcome back. My name is Carlneesha and this is I Have Something to Say, your weekly lesbian agenda meeting where I talk about all things chaotic, relationships, all the things, and probably some things I definitely should have kept to myself, but here you are. Today, I feel like I have a lot to say. Before we get into anything, I have a lot to catch y'all up on. Per usual, this week's topic is how internet has ruined dating. And I have a lot of thoughts about it. And apparently you wanted to hear what I had to say because you clicked on this video. Right. It's not impossible, but it's made it worse. And before y'all get to yelling, I'm not saying that online dating is horrible. I'm not saying it is the devil. But from where we were to where we are now today, this shit is spooky. So we're just gonna dive right into things today. Before we get started, I know you're curious about this drink of the week. Let me run you down to tell you where I'm at today. Okay, so yesterday I went out with the girls. We went out to happy hour, and I don't know if y'all know anything about happy hour, but happy hour does not end when the happy hour ends. Amen. So after the happy hour, we decided to go to the beach. And what do we do at the beach? Drink, obviously. So we're drinking at the beach, and then we say, oh my God, there's a gay club around the corner. Let's go. So then we end up at the gay bar. And then the drinks keep going and going and going. And then we said, why stop here? So we came back to my place, and what do? Drink some more. Let me tell y'all how I woke up. The house, disarray. It looks like a tornado has ran through it. I stepped out of bed, and then I stepped in my foster dog's pee because it took me so long to get out of bed that she had to pee in the house, and I felt so horrible. But let me keep going. I said, let me go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, and the trash can smells horrible. I look in there, there's throw up. I was right by the toilet. I don't understand, but my trash can is full of throw up. There's dog pee on my floor. The house looks a mess. So this week's drink of the week, water. It's water. Okay? This is the best I can do. This is the best I can do with what I got. Okay? I'm tired. I'm hungover. I'm trying. Okay? I'm trying. So what do I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10? 10,000. 21 million. This is great. It's saving my life. My head is thumpy. All right, everyone. It's time for everyone's favorite segment, Lesbian Court. Somebody cue the music.
I ain't drunk enough to do that.
All right, court is now in session. I am the presiding judge. If you're new here and you're like, oh my God, what is lesbian court? I'm about to tell you. Be quiet. Lesbian court is a segment where I read submissions from you guys, advice, dating stories, anything that you need advice on. You submit them to me. I put up weekly stories on my Instagram. You submit in, and then I give you my take. I am the jury. I am the judge. I am the prosecution. I am the executioner. I think. I don't really be knowing the words. Anywho, yeah, so I'm going to give you my verdict. I'm going to read these stories, and y'all are going to tell me what y'all think. And if I mess up, I'm hungover. I'm hungover, just work with me. Case number 1. Hi, love. Girl, buckle up because this might be a long one. She must not know that I'm hungover and that I got a headache. Hold on, y'all. Oh, my God. That water is so good. Excuse me. Okay. Girl, buckle up because this might be a long one. But to make a very long story short, I'm 30 years young and I've been single for 3 years now, which is plenty enough time to move on from a previous relationship, but I have not fully. I'm already pissed. We were dating for about 3 years, living together, intertwined bills, bought furniture together, pot and pan set. LOL, so you get it. Our relationship was going strong up until the night after her father FaceTimed her while we were laying in our bed and told her she was basically going to hell for the life she was currently living, aka dating a woman. He said a lot more, but I'm trying to keep this short. She grew up as a PK, aka preacher's kid, so I was already familiar with how her dad felt and how she was raised. She's been out to her family for years and kind of gave me the confidence to come out with my family. The relationship with her dad is non-existent, so I was very confused that he felt comfortable enough to say these things to her, and even more confused as to why she even cared what he thinks. But anyways, Basically, after that phone call with her dad, she broke up with me weeks later. I didn't jump ship immediately. Okay. I stuck by her because I felt terrible. I felt terrible that she was going through all of this. The physical touch, intimacy, everything normal about our relationship came to a screeching halt. I eventually moved out and had to pick up all the pieces of my heart alone. She was emotionally a wreck for weeks and couldn't handle my feelings on top of hers. So I genuinely went through the process alone. No answers, no clarity, nothing. Just a lot of I'm sorries. I did give her grace during that time period because I know she didn't have the capacity to deal with both of our hearts. So why am I not completely over her and it's been 3 years? We never stopped talking. Right. It was incredibly hard to stop all communication in the beginning because not only was I blindsided, I was heartbroken, angry, confused, and I couldn't do anything to change her mind. There was nothing I could do. It had nothing to do with me, but everything to do with her, so my hands were tied. In a weird way, we've managed to move on and maintain a healthy friendship. Okay, we certainly love each other unconditionally, and our relationship was never toxic. Today, I can say a lot of inner work has been done so I could move on and close that door, but on the other hand, has not sorted through what happened. Even 3 years later, I know she hasn't. She pushes it to the back of her mind and has not dated anyone since, man or woman. I don't ask because 1, it'll make me very angry all over again. 2, she's just as confused as the day we broke up, and also I don't even bother bringing it up anymore because I've made it to a point where I'm okay now. I don't need to know where she stands, if that makes sense. I figured I'll never get the answers that I want, so I had to figure out how to make peace with all this myself. I feel like when it comes to dating again, I'm scared. I don't want someone to break up with me suddenly due to the same issue. The thought of trusting someone that much again sounds wild to me. I've casually dated since then, and that's a whole nother story. I'm a relationship girly at heart, and the dating scene for lesbians is crazy out here. I'm trying to relearn how to just enjoy experiences and try not to make everyone my girlfriend. And this has been a great lesson so far. Any advice for someone who has been in a couple long-term relationship and trying to relearn just dating? I get emotionally attached and start to plan my life around them. And I know it's because I've been wired for years to think of relationship mindset instead of just enjoy being single. Thank you so much for reading. You're welcome, Bookie Butt. Now, that was a periodically long story. I'm not gonna lie. But I hear you. I do. But I'm not gonna lie, 3 years being stuck on the same woman, you're down bad. And okay, let me start here. The fact that y'all were in a relationship for 3 years and then it randomly ended because her dad said something, that's weird. I think she, in general, like you said, she already knows that she has a lot going on. But I feel like, 1, she needs to start with therapy. Because if she hasn't dated in 3 years because of what her dad said, especially someone who she doesn't talk to, what are we doing? Why do we, like you said, why do we care about what that man thinks? That's very weird. But you, friend, because you're not even asking about this situation specifically. You're asking, how do you put yourself back out there to date again? Friend, y'all gotta cut ties. You have to cut ties. You don't even want to get into another relationship because you're sitting here thinking about this girl whenever she starts dating again isn't gonna be you. Don't lie to me. I know what you're thinking. Don't do that to yourself. The reason that you can't jump into another relationship, even though you're a relationship girly, is you're holding on to hope from this girl who don't even know if she's gay or not. Why? She needs to go to therapy. She has a lot that she needs to work on. But it sounds like you have like this healthy style that you talk about your partner. You have a healthy style the way you talk about love, what you want out of your life, but we're stuck in this friendship for 3 years that you still love this girl and you can't let her go. This whole story, you told me about 3 paragraphs worth of this story to tell me that you trying to date somebody else. You see how that sounds crazy? You see how that sounds insane? I digress. So, to your main question, how do you learn to relearn how to date? Number 1, you need to cut ties with this. I'm not gonna hold you. This is just never gonna end well if you start dating someone else and this is like the background that you're building your foundation on of this friendship that you have with this woman that you were dating for 3 years. Next, and then you do need to enjoy being single. I think you just need to let yourself immerse yourself in a dating experience. Because your relationship girly, I don't think it's going to be like, oh my god, everyone I meet I'm going to fall in love with. But if you're holding on to this thing, you're never even going to get to that point. So I think once you start to immerse yourself in just dating, it's okay to fall for somebody. Not everyone is going to treat you how this girl treated you. I am a firm believer of never treat your next person based on how the last person did you. Like, that's just not fair to everyone else in your life. So if you go into the next thing and you fall in love, girl, you fall in love. It's 2026. You only have one life to live. I would hate to live through life and be like, oh, I can't jump into another relationship because I just got out of one. So you're going to be out here in these streets because society is telling you that you can't be in a serious relationship. Girl, please, we're as healed as we're gonna get. You get me? If you want to hop into another relationship tomorrow, that's your business. But don't take out what your ex-girl did on this next girl because you sitting here holding on to hope, holding on to things that's not gonna happen right now. Just give yourself grace, give yourself time, let yourself enjoy the experience that you're doing. I understand the worry of realizing like this could happen to me again. But truly, in all realities of life, that happens with literally everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have had a bad day one day. The next day, it can also be bad. Or if you don't let it, it could be a good day. So you can't go into it with that mindset, or it's never gonna be fruitful. And this unconditional thing that you have, let that go. We need to put conditions back on love. My condition for you would be, if you're not out to your family, if your family is not comfortable, maybe we shouldn't do this because I already have trauma tied to that. And that's okay for your love to have conditions. If you cheat on me, I will leave. My love has conditions. You need to make some conditions that don't allow yourself to get back to this space. Amen. Oh my God. Somebody call who's a famous relationship expert? Me. Me. All right. Next case number 2. The way that this thing starts off, I already know it's about to be some mess, but whatever. Okay, this is crazy AF. Okay, so my ex and I met in Iraq when we were both in the army. We met in Baghdad in the winter of 2020. We fell in love after 3 days of being together. Y'all are gonna piss me off today. And she wound up PCSing to every duty station with me until I retired this past October 2025. We have 2 kids together, 2 and 4, and she decided she didn't want to work through any of the issues we had. Hold on. How did we get there? Let me go back. We have 2 kids together, 2 and 4, and she decided that she didn't want to work through any of the issues we had. She didn't want to take any accountability for anything. And in December 2025, on Christmas Eve, she started moving out, and guess to where? How did we get there? Regardless, right next door, she's my neighbor. So now she doesn't give a fuck about me. She's just out here moved on, living her best life, erased me from her entire social media, and is reposting all these things about wanting to be with a man. I've been emotional as fuck, missing our family unit and grieving the life partnership we'll never have. I didn't sign up to raise my kids without her. She gave me her Instagram. We had a couples page, but she took it down and now has erased everything about me on her page and is really doing her best to find a man and start a new life like she was never gay, while I'm over here like, what the fuck? Now I'm seeing her post and I'm like, hell no, this is really messed up. And we're still married and she's posting about her future husband. Let me go look at this lady profile. Hold on. What the freak? Y'all, I had thought she looked a certain way. She don't look the way I thought she had looked. Beautiful girl. I see the kids. Kids is cute. I see no remnants of a wife. But I also don't see anything that's like, I'm looking for my man. Hold on, let me look at her story.
Millennials, we need to have a chat. We're over entertaining our kids.
Okay, there's really nothing in here like I'm looking for a man or I'm looking for a woman. Okay, hold on, I need some more water. looking at this, I don't see anything wrong with the page. If y'all broke up, I mean, I would also delete everything that had to do with you. Not because I'm trying to be spiteful, but because that's how I think most people would heal without like seeing reminders of it every single time. You know what I'm saying? But this was a crazy story. Okay. Let me make sure I got the facts right before. Oh my God, I didn't even give y'all. Y'all, I am hungover. Last case, you're innocent. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that. You are innocent. I sentenced you to be outside all summer. Okay, back to this case. Okay, so you telling me you fell in love after 3 days when y'all was deployed to Baghdad. You wasn't in love. You were in Baghdad. And she was pretty. I get that. Anyways. And y'all were together until 2025. So y'all were together for 5 years. Y'all have 2 kids together. And then on Christmas Eve, she started moving out. And she decided to move next door. That's right. I'm already pissed. Okay. Even if she decides to move on, if she lives next door to you, this is not going to end well. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. You're missing your family unit. Your family unit is next door. Go knock on that girl door. Go bang on that girl window. Do you not have a key? Go through the side door. This is, I'm not even like, what are you looking for from me? What's the question that you have? Because honestly, I feel like we go rob her. Friend. Because this is just, she couldn't have just moved out, right? Like, why did she move out? Why don't I have all this? And then she told me that there's more, but she just gave me the cliff notes. I need the whole story. I'm too hungover for this. Can you give me more? Because I'm confused. I really don't know how we got here, y'all. This is crazy. Like, I'm sure you can't just up and move, but the fact that she moved right next door and she's your neighbor is insane. Like, even when you start dating or when she starts dating again, like, it's just going to be very, very messy. And I get that you're probably very frustrated that she's trying to find a man. But at the end of the day, if you guys are broken up, she's going to eventually get with somebody else regardless, right? I'm looking at your page now. Oh my God, these kids are so cute. This is insane though. I truly, like, I don't have the words. I want to revisit this story next week. Truly. Because I feel like we need more. Because there's no way she just up and left you and the kids. These kids are beautiful. There's no way. Right now, I'm going to say you innocent. She is obviously guilty. Give me her address. I will go. I can't say it on online, but all right. And also, I do want to, last week we had a couple of cases and I asked them to write back in and tell me the updates. We did get some updates. Hold on. Okay. So you remember the girl who was, she didn't want to ask the girl who was straight or who she thought was straight if she was into her and if she was into women because she kept asking about the strap size. Right. So she found out that the girl has dabbled before, but she doesn't know about straps. So maybe she just wants to get bent over. And again, she said that she gonna let us know once she closed the deal. Okay, and then I think there was one more story where someone had, I think it was a discombobulated girl. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. I'm gonna blame my hangover, so I do apologize. Y'all, I had to take a brief intermission because my stomach's not feeling good. So let's just power through this episode, y'all. I am so sorry. All right, court is now out of session. Next week I'm gonna be on my P's and my Q's. Okay, so here's my take. Again, I think the internet has just ruined dating. I feel like if someone likes you enough, they'll text you the way you want them to. They'll make mistakes, but not ones that will gravely hurt you. They know how to speak to you. They know how to respond. And if they don't, you cut them off. It's very easy. But now in a world where we're so like blocked, cut off, ghosting. I feel like we've become so comfortable with throwing away people and throwing away conversations so easily that we're losing like the small intricacies of dating. And that's what I love so much. Like everyone's like, oh, I hate to like start over, but sometimes that getting to know someone phase is so much fun. It's so beautiful if it's like done with care. And especially, oh my god, especially with women, like learning a woman is just such a beautiful thing. But in a day and age where it's like if you don't like something that she says, you're just gonna ghost her, like that just sucks. And we just get so comfortable with throwing people away that we don't have these tough conversations that I feel like sometimes is needed. Now don't get me wrong, don't hold on. If someone's disrespecting you, lying to you, cheating, leave, ghost them. I don't care what you do. I support. But the small intricacies of dating has like gone down so significantly that I feel like we're losing the plot. We're about to disappear on dating, and I hate that. I really do. Another thing is I think that social media has made everyone obsessed with like this certain standard of look or looking desirable instead of actually being available. And I feel like that is a dangerous, especially like in this social media, like where people want to be social media famous and they want to get all the followers and they want to repost and like, why can't you just remember when we was on Instagram and people would just like post their avocado toast and that would be it? Can we do that again? Like I feel like those were the good times. Those were the easy times. Dating was simple. And now it's just like, oh, I'm not gonna follow her if she doesn't follow me back. Oh, I can't like too many posts or she's gonna think this and that. Girl, if you like that girl, tell that girl you like her and go like all of her pictures. Because me, I'm liking every single post. I'm reposting every single thing. I'm adding every single one of her pictures to my favorites. And I feel like the yearning is gone. Bring the yearners back. Bring the real lovers back because we're losing the plot and I'm getting sick. The next woman that I date, I do like, how do I respectfully say, like, I want her to be the baddest bitch that I know. When I look at my girl, I want to faint. I want to pass out. When she wake up in the morning and her breath stank and she got crusties coming out her eyes, I want to look at her and be like, oh my god, she's bad. But I feel like we're losing that plot because the internet has made dating scary. We don't even be outside. Stick with me. I do be in the house. And I don't know how this woman is going to find me when I do be in my bed 25/8. But the internet has ruined like even looking for these people because before, like, you could go on the internet, not on the internet, you could go on Instagram, you can go on TikTok, you see someone beautiful, boom, you follow, boom, you slide in the DMs, and then, you know, courtship, boom, cute. But now it's like everyone wants to play these games, everyone wants to look like they have like this aura. No, bring back the yearners. If I had to like describe what I want my next girl, how I want it to go, let me think. Okay, this is what I want. I want her to be funny. She gotta be a funny hoe. Like I can never be with somebody who's not funny. I would hate to have to carry all the laughs in the relationship. Yuck. 2, like I said, she do gotta be bad. 3, you know, if she made 6 figures, that would be cool. I would like to be like, oh my god, babe, look, this coach bag is so cute, and then she like, okay, get it. Okay. But like I just feel like you can't find that on the internet. How do I say I want the baddest, funniest, sweetest, kindest person on the internet where everyone wants to look like they're the meanest, they don't follow that many people, like, give it up. It's okay to not be like 100% perfect. It's okay to have your life like be a little messy on the internet. Like I feel like I really enjoy sharing parts of my life now that are not the pretty parts, about a breakup, about my skin not being clear, because those are the parts that are so relatable and that people I feel like are hiding. And I just want to get back to that. I want to get back to the real life. I want to get back to where the internet wasn't like this place where we had to show up and be perfect. I want it to be a place where we can just show up however we are. And if you end up finding love there, that's so beautiful. And you know what? I really hope that for all of us. And if you woke up in love this morning, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't think that we're scared of rejection anymore. I feel like people are a little bit afraid of just being vulnerable, of being honest of where they are. And I get that because rejection does take a moment. It can take a toll, but I feel like it should be easier on the internet because there's just plethora of options. But the vulnerability means that someone's actually getting to you, that someone actually knows you. And I can understand how that's terrifying, but it's okay to get back to that space. I feel like love is terrifying. You know what I'm saying? You get me? You get me? And I'm not saying lower your standards. I'm just saying maybe please give people a chance before we just like cut people out just because the internet made us feel like that's what we're supposed to do because they don't aesthetically look the way that you want them to look, or their life doesn't fit the lifestyle that you want. And I feel like it's super easy to get some kind of vibe or some kind of background of who someone is based on their social media or based on what the internet can show you, but there's just so much more layers to people than what they choose to post. Because it may look like I'm outgoing, but I just got up from out the bed, and I don't plan on leaving my bed for the rest of the weekend. I don't. And you see how, right. At the end of the day, I feel like the right person shouldn't make you question where you're at. I feel like the internet shouldn't make you question what we're doing. You deserve consistency. You deserve effort. You deserve clarity. You deserve someone willing to communicate. And that's what's so attractive. So I just hope that through social media, through the internet, we can get back to that place and not let it ruin the real yearners. Bring back the yearners. I think I said that enough, right? All right. Sorry about that. All right, so now we're going to move on to Therapy Corner. Back today, we have our Truth or Drink cards from Cuts. I'm going to be pulling probably just 2 cards today because I told you I'm hungover. I'm sorry. We're just getting 2. I got to go throw up. All right. Let's see what we got here. There's some that I still haven't opened up yet. Oh my god, it's the 4th of July, so like everyone's going crazy out here. Let's do these ones. First question. Have you ever been in love, and how do you know? Wow. Yes, I have been in love. I think that I have been in love only one time. I think I know because there was a time where everything that I dreamt about my future, or anytime I thought about my future, it wasn't me. It was us. It was like any decisions that I had were based on us. It was, how do we do this thing together? And the way that I cared about her, the way that I love her. Yeah, I mean, I know that I was in love, but it's only happened once. I hope that it happens again. Ooh, I'm embarrassed, y'all. That's vulnerable. Let me put this card away. Another card. All right. What author or creator's work meant the most to you when you were younger? Do they still? You know what? I've been talking about this for a little bit. When I think I was in high school, is when I first read the first Hunger Games book by Suzanne Collins. When I tell you that the Hunger Games series like changed my life, I am obsessed. I'm still obsessed with Suzanne Collins and these books. If you're not already hip, Sunrise on the Reaping came out probably like 2 years ago now. That's the newest book. It's the prequel. It's Hangman's edition. If you want my take, I'll give it to you because it's fire. It's fire. Just know it was that nigga's birthday and that nigga went off to die. And he was trying to save his bitch and he had to go off to die. I'm gonna leave it right there. Does she still inspire me? Yes. Movie drops sometime in November. And because I love y'all, I'm gonna do one more card. Oh, I'm giving you permission to brag about yourself. Tell us a time you selflessly helped someone who needed it. You know what? My baby girl Lilo. I think I've said in like the past 2 episodes that I am fostering a dog. I went to the Humane Society with one goal in mind, and that was just to make myself feel better because I was having a really rough day. I seen all the dogs, and they said, you could take them for a walk. I said, oh, give me the leash. that I'm taking Lilo girl for a walk. She's loving me. I'm loving her. She's so timid. She's so shy. She's 9 years old. She's an old lady. And they said, you can foster her and keep her for 2 weeks. Go give me her food. Go give me the leash. And she's been here for 2 weeks. I was supposed to return her on Thursday. I said, I need another week. So that has been my good deed. But I think at this point, it's more of she's helping me, not I'm helping her. But I love her so much. And yeah. All right, y'all. That's my opinion for this week. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry that I'm hungover. I hope that I start feeling better very soon. As soon as this camera goes off, I'm going to go throw up again. And then me and Lilo girl are going to get back into the bed. But I would love to know your opinion. I would love for you to comment below. Tell me how you think the internet has destroyed dating, or if you think it hasn't destroyed dating. I would love to hear your take. I would love if you guys would like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at like 930, something like that. So if we could get to 1,000 subscribers before July, that would be so amazing. I thank you guys again for coming back. If it's your first time, I thank you for showing up for this first episode. I hope you watch all the other episodes. I hope you come back next week. If you enjoyed today, make sure you go check out Lesbian Court merch. It will be in the description box below. It's also linked in my bios. And as per usual, I just had a little something to say. And I will see y'all guys next week. Bye.